Good evening, good evening, good evening, inline hockey family from around the world, and welcome one and all. A number of people who I've spoken to recently, very highly ranked teams within the World Inline Hockey Federations. Welcome. You join World Skate for the men's. Those of you who had the pleasure of joining me only just last night to see the absolute spectacular form for the women's teams contesting for the gold medal. I will bring you some scores on the doors from matches earlier on, but I encourage you all to go and check out the website worldskate.rsports.com, where you can find all the stats, live scoring, information, rosters, and everything you could ever wish for. As we set off the World Inline Hockey Championships round robin, Group B, Canada v Slovakia. And we start very smartly already with the Canadians doing, I think, precisely what I will expect them to do to exert their dominance. It's a really efficient style of hockey. You're going to see them really moving quickly, but it just won't look like it. They're really efficient in their energy. Whereas some of the other teams, particularly the European teams, like France, Switzerland, all who have excellent pace, no question of it, do seem to have to work at it. Now, earlier, a little bit of a break here. Slight mistake by Hammond, allowing the Slovaks to go 3-on-2, 3-on-1. Still retain possession, but not capitalizing on that mini mistake. Nerves and shaky hands, maybe just telling as the cobwebs are blown off for some of these lads for the first time in quite some time, not being able to train for various reasons. So which team will be able to blow off the cobwebs faster? Puck not quite settling down for that cross pass, and delivered safely out and away for a reset. Canadian forechecker Brandon Glover keeping the Slovaks pressed in, forcing them to clear sloppily. Canadians looking like they're not really quite ready to commit too much early doors and conserving their energy. Speculative shot there, deflected wide off the pads, and the Slovak get fresh boots on. Rockman on the forecheck. And now, Senstel, little forward, got the passes on, patient. Good hands, but well defended. And now maybe those early nerves in the first few minutes have settled, and we're starting to see a little bit more pace injected. See if someone can make an early mark on the game. Seen a few Canadian teams at Masters level quite happy not to rush and play a longer game. Wonder if in this instance maybe the Canadians, knowing that they've got something extra in the tank, a couple of extra gears, might just come out all guns blazing right away. And not just make their mark, but stamp it. No questions about that drop. Oh, here we go. A little bit of a breakaway. Could be potential. And number one, rightly so, Slovakian keeper Ponchak, not even perturbed by that. Both sides keeping it fresh, changing, looking professional. Not quite full concentration on that attack. Canadians reset. Move nicely. into the breakout. Had to do a little bit too much work on that pass. Brian Foster didn't make much of it. Neither did Filip Novak on his run for the Slovaks. Pass up to the center line, moving together well, playing with Hammond. Good hands, centering. It's a good shot. Keeper barely flinched. This is dangerous though. Canadians moving in, almost under pressed. Hammond grits his teeth. Brendan Baumgartner scrapping, turning, maybe just trying to five-hole it. The keeper was absolutely solid on the floor. The Republican man from Slovakia. Very, very good keeper by all accounts. It was a very obscure cartoon reference from the 1970s there that only a very select few will be able to decipher.
Of first period, 2 minutes
Challenge
to number
accepted.
24 of Team Slovakia for hockey.
Martin Nurak making a run on his own, but we return as the Canadians go one up in their power play. Hammond. Dangerous. Oh. Czech defender catches that one on the leg, and we'll still be feeling that for sure. Put a little smoke on that one, did Hammond. Quite tight, Canadians. Nice passing. It's really clean. The name on everyone's lips for Team Canada. Number 91, Thomas Woodsy. Rich experience, knows the game well, has been just about everywhere that inline hockey has to offer. Let's see if he's got a little more than just that. That's just a little rust. Just needs to sand it off. Snap. That's quick. That's really dangerous. And the Canadians have all the time in the world, but the Slovaks doing it exactly right on the defense. Textbook. Oh, fabulous. Oh. Canadians unpicking the seams of even this stalwart defense. Good game, deflected off of the chest of the keeper, bounced right back to the Slovaks, and might just get a little legs moving, shorthanded. They go to full strength. The Canadians just have to be a little careful so they don't get caught on the hop. They can conserve their energy very well, which means that they've got a nice long game that will last right until the end of both halves, but they'll be watching themselves on that back check. Skill is one thing, but concentration is entirely another. And when you're jet lagged, traveling far, new country, new language, new food, new systems, gets psychologically tiring as well as physiologically. And I think that with teams so evenly balanced as they are at this level for the senior men, then it's those little increments that will make the final difference. So who's got the head for this, as well as the hands? Team Canada, bulk of the possession so far in this first half. The Slovaks may be content to let the Canadians just cycle around, trying to hunt for gaps. That is energy sapping for sure. Feels like quite a young side, this Slovak team, and then I'm only making that judgment just by eyesight alone from this position here in the commentary box, such that it is. Nice little wrister, just to see if there's any gaps, but none found. Canada come back, not under too much pressure on their back check. Herder. All the way back around for some fresh boots. Slovakia break forward here. This is a big chance. Good work. Canadian keeper doesn't manage to cover it at all. And a little bit of handbags at dawn in front of the Canadian keeper. Looks like we're going for Lane Hartwell to start this game. And I'll try and find out a little bit more about sort of the general Canadian plan in terms of their keepers and their captains and what lines they've got in play. I can definitely tell already, so forgive me for those of you who have already pointed out the obvious mistakes I've been making, that the Canadians have made some last-minute line and number changes, and we're still just on the catch-up for that. Cool, good hand. Slovakians going forward. Absolutely stunning individual effort there. And managed to dodge through the whole forest. Oh, this is dangerous. Slovaks having free rein in front of the net. Canadian defenders were up far too high. And I think after the runs of play that we've been witnessing so far, I think the Canadians will be really disappointed. Passing there all the time in the world. Split the defenders. Caught a little bit puck watching there. That's unlike Canadians. Josef Haring. Martin Unyak. So what will that do then to the Slovaks? They were kind of parked up in their own driveway for a little bit. They might get excited now. Canadian defense maybe relying a little bit on constant and never-ending possession. They can certainly do that. Hammond's cool. Likes to hold on to the puck and wait for good spaces. And look at the pace change when the Canadians get this puck. You know, this is exactly the type of game.
10:08 of first period. Scores for Team Slovakia playing number 90.
They'll slow it right down and pick their spots and make the game theirs. Oh! And that's exactly how you pick your spots. Mr. Woods. Wait. Dial in the sights. Pull the hammer and wallet. And I think that, you know, even when Canadians can a little bit get caught by some sort of changes of pace like that on the defense, individuals like Mr. Woods can pull something like that out of the toolkit.
By number 91, scored for Team Canada, playing number 20.
I think we're going to see an awful lot of that 20 and 91 combination. Hammond and Woods. Clinch players when the clinch is on. Canada go even with 8 minutes left in the first half. Still just finding their feet, rolling the wheels, loosening the gears, softening the grease. And a little bit of a picture of how the Canadians play and how the Slovaks will play. Rockman's shot goes wide. And the Slovaks try and push out. Juhas. Adam Simonich with great hands and a great turn of pace there too. So opportunities for Slovakia, for sure. The youth bringing some quickness with it. Those wheels turn on a dime, and if they do, that's where Canada's going to get caught, as you can see. Team Canada absolutely lined up. Have to fight hard to win that face-off. But they do enough. Under some pressure, Slovakians now forechecking a little bit more. Kyle Soper there, using his flexibility, lightness and height. Philip Novak. Ooh, puck just behind him. Perhaps if he'd have turned on the a little quicker, there was an opportunity there. So the Canadian keeper was quite out of position. And then look at the turn, the change of pace here. Oh, look at this danger play. Absolute opportunity. Woodsy not satisfied with the first few pages of the plan, goes to right to the back of the book and pulls something out of a junior hockey playbook. Sends someone long. That's a tactic. I mean, I'm scoffing now, but I've seen emerging teams that know that they're under the back foot, like Team Scotland and some of the Australians I played with as well have used tactics like that before, and yeah, it's perfectly effective. Woodsy there just not quite pulling it off, but I wonder if that means that the Slovaks are now going to have to watch their backs even more carefully. Baumgartner going for a tour. Pass to Hammond, didn't quite get through. Canadian passing could be a little sharper on the defense. Maybe not quite accessing all of their boost just yet as they settle into their sort of cycling pattern. It's nice movement though, looks really good. Good cycle. Woodsy. Oh, wow. Okay. That is deadly. Absolutely deadly. Unpredictable. Fast, lightning quick. Look at that spot. Great angle for that shot. And I think that one of the really good tricks that might make Woodsy's shots like that seem so deadly is there was the movement in his body. That shoulder drop that looked like he was going to go across the face of the goal and didn't. Sent the keeper to move first. It was subtle, but it just made the keeper twitch, and that opened the gap. Woodsy saw it there, created it, and that sends Canada 2 to the good versus 1 scored early from Slovakia, catching Canada early doors on the hop. 5 minutes to play. And a bit in this first half. Canada playing it cool. Just a little mistouch from Brandon Glover there, sending the team back. I think Canada are happy to do this, actually. Probably prefer to be breaking on, forcing the Slovakians to just close the back door a little bit. It's a big space for North Americans. Not the biggest. Oh. A little bit of gap in defense. Looks like Glover's parking himself in the sweet spot. Oh, sorry, no, pardon me. Herder. 15 and 19 look almost the same with my eyesight, so forgive me, you guys. I'm still getting used to a lot of these players' names and numbers, just having met many of them for the first time. This is my first time commentating here for World Skate with the senior men and women's. My experiences with the Masters, veterans, and now legends, guys who I know very well, and I know many are watching across all of the federations that play within that division. This is danger, look at that. Slovakia allowed to kind of just walk right in. Canadians doing the playbook and letting the keeper take the puck holder. And Andrej Bedaric. Sorry, let me try that again, please. Forgive me. Andrej Bedaric. Takes a shot and now takes the face-off. Try again. Wins it. Andrej Brazic. Josef Haden. Great shot. Philip Novak. And his compatriot waiting right in the wings, pots it in too. And the Slovakians keeping Canada very honest. We knew it was likely to be a little bit closer than perhaps Dave Hammond was suggesting. Number 90, Bedaric, picking up the scraps. Let loose by the Canadian keeper.
3:27 of first period. Assist by number 69, scored for Team Slovakia, play number 19.
And we go even Stevens with 3 minutes and a bit left to play in this first half. And not an awful lot to separate the two, although there's definitely somewhat of a contrast of styles. Slightly brighter, slightly younger, a little bit sharper in terms of their pace. Slovakians, great hands. Canadians, much more cool and collected, much slower paced, much more determined in terms of their plan. But with a couple of improvised moments of brilliance from their key snipers, who have unsurprisingly now just appeared. We've got the Hammond line. Foster, just in front of me here. Hammond in the face-off circle, chases. Woodsy lurking. Not the biggest of chops in terms of, strictly speaking, straight mass. But hands and skates working together make a formidable package. Looks like line one stays out for the next 2 minutes. Might be a long shift. Canadians obviously determined to return to the bench. At least one goal up. They need to get at it though. This could be it. Woodsy dangerous. Runs into a Slovakian wall. Baumgartner. Sends it through, now Woodsy wants to turn smartly.
That's 2 minutes.
Shoulder, legs, Hammond has to gather between the legs, goes around for the wrap. Oh, that was very close. And I think the keeper, well, let's say that was more luck than virtue. Woodsy, screen in, and there's the goal. Hammond playing the screen expertly. Woodsy had the puck, and then generously gives it up just at the last second to the man, number 47, Baumgartner. Woodsy coming in. Hammond, great screen, turns his back. The puck's loose, maybe a little bit, fortunately. No, it was a superb pass. And it floated above the pitch as well, too. That was not on the floor.
Goal at minute.
Canadians seemingly always having an answer.
Assisted by 91, scored for Team Canada, player number 47.
Back to Isaacs. This line for Canada looks like it wants to just hold station a little bit. Can Glover get in there? Takes a dive down the middle. Comes out to the side. Takes everyone for a ride. To Isaacs. Rockman. That puck disappeared from everyone's vision. So we're in the dying seconds of this first half, and treated to some pretty top-class hockey, I'd say, in this opening round. First match for both of these in their pool. In terms of it being a leg stretcher, pretty good warm-up for both teams. And we are certainly beginning to see what it is about Canada that makes them so dangerous. And that is the absolute wealth of talent. One example of which is here now, Brandon Glover taking his defender for a little ride, and everyone else with him. And happy to be smart. Playbook number 1. Won't let the puck go. Just wait for a cross pass. Oh, it's danger. Lovely hockey played by both sides. And a nice emerging contrast between a couple of styles, but two nations with a rich history of hockey and a lot of talent. Plenty of opportunities for Slovakia. It's not a foregone conclusion by any means, but Canada just showing that their toolkit is pretty extensive and they can open a couple drawers and find a goal almost at a whim. Slovaks have got plenty of movement though, and that pace, I mean, if there is a weakness at all in the Canadian side so far, and this is something that they might be able to tidy up very easily, or it might be something a little bit more fundamental. It's only time will tell as they move through the groups, depending on which teams they're playing. But when they come up against teams like perhaps France, who have got, well, let's just say, double the pace of this side here, and the quickness and hands, I don't think the Canadians will have quite the same amount of possession, and that might disrupt their game a little bit. So defensively, Canada could tighten, but maybe often don't need to, because they can just call upon a certain Mr. Woods up in the lofty numbers, 91. Who knows exactly what to do to open up gaps and to put a clinch goal in. Hammond and him seem to work together really closely, really well. A little bit of ESP going on between them, which is pretty impressive, I think, considering that, as I was being told by Dave earlier on, kind of a scrambled together team, put together at last minute, difficulties being what they are. It's kind of the story across the board, no doubt about it, in every aspect of the game from all of the nations. But surely I could say comfortably that countries like Canada, USA, Mexico, Australia, were they here, but certainly at Masters level, this isn't their experience. Here we are at the second half in the World Inline Hockey Championships from World Skate. Live from Italy. It's the very early evening, late afternoon. It's quite warm in this classic arena in an alpine region. And we've got Woodsy coming out of the traps fiercely and making the Slovaks skate and worry right from the get-go. Slovakian shot deflected. Nice little close stick work between Hammond and Woodsy, and again there's that ESP in action. And the Canadians have got a very fluid movement. It's obviously a well-drilled, well-oiled set of machinery. Oh, that was a great crossing pass by Hammond, almost innocuous on the backhand. Baumgartner just didn't find it, but if he did, the barn doors were wide open. Nothing doing on that little wrister from Patrick Jabo. Cheeky little drop pass, Woodsy. Oh, sorry, no, my apologies. Saw the 1 and not the 7, so that's Rockman. Just as quick, just as good. Yeah, cheeky little drop.
At minute 18:23.
Well spotted, good eyes there too. So Canadians sharing the tools as well, and not content to just leave the job to some of the bigger names, but actually spreading it around. And that could be an additional factor for the Canadians as they progress through the rounds, that they can rely on any line, any player to step up with a moment of brilliance. Playing really smart, Matt Herder. And the Canadians changing gears and winding up the clock. Nice little change of pace there, Rockman. Glover goes for a stroll. Puck is a little bit edgy for some. Oh, nice. Canadians in right spaces. Good movement. Slovaks now can break with pace, but the Canadians now back-checking really well, but after maybe a slightly bad deflection, puck recollected by the very tall Slovak, Stanislav Krach. Oh, I'm sorry, Stan. Help me with your name, please. I want to go with Krach. Oh, fabulous.
Goal at minute
Lucky deflection after the first initial shot, but picked up well. Good heads-up hockey.
Scores for Team Slovakia, play number 20.
I hope my good friend and fellow committee member at Miwa, Martin Mekara from Czechia, will sit down with me a little bit later and help me make sure I try and get these names right. I had a little bit of a lesson in Czech pronunciation from Tomáš Pržina, who's the technical committee member at World Skate. I think he was only mildly impressed with my efforts. But to be fair, I've listened to a few NHL commentaries before and heard an awful lot of butchery, worse than I'll ever produce. So a little bit of butchery going on out there on the pitch as well too, by the way. Perhaps unnecessarily. The Canadians don't really need to stretch too much. Dylan Abamont just doing enough to disrupt Czech players as they were flying around. Maybe just a little bit too much. The referee was in a good position, so they're calling it. I think he'll be disappointed with that. Dylan Abamont, forward for Team Canada. Sitting for a while, we'll watch his team defend. Perhaps the Slovakian power play can bring them right back into this match. Zabo with a speculative. They don't win the face-off. Slovakians pounce and gather up the top. Martin Nuhak. Nuhak at the top. Boris Erto, another tall man on the Slovakian side. Wrist deflection, up and out. Shaking the blacked out curtains. These big windows that you often find in these European alpine arenas. Opportunities to hold on and clear. Some fierce action up against the boards. Shaking the woodwork. The Canadians going short-handed, using hands. We adopt the position. Slovaks. You know, there's the commentator's curse. I was just about to say, equally as organized in their setup, with clean passing. Slap shot banned, picked up, floated over the net, fought for him behind. Ah, smart. Woodsy. Let's go for a walk. Smart hockey, knows how to kill the clock. And it's really hard to dispossess. I mean, how do you get it from him? Can stick handle at full stretch. His right hand fully extended. Oh, dangerous. Spot open. Oh, he's just playing with that puck with his tippy toes. Brendan Baumgartner. Like trying to pick up a pen with your toes. Just couldn't quite get that puck to put in the right spot for his stick. We're back to full strength. Canada 4, Slovakia 3. Plenty of time left in this second half of this opening round in Pool B. Different application of the game, but not much in it between these two sides. Just as expected, really. Canada slowly building, very patient and efficient in their energy use. Nice little backhand pass. Cross was on as well too. Slovakia finding it tricky to break out, but a nice little move there. Unlocks the first gate, unlocks the second. Disappeared from sight, that puck. Up, out and over. Your questions, comments, thoughts are most welcome. World Skate are on Twitter. Check them out. I'm Pete Wirt at Ion Inline. Please send your comments there, and I'll be happy to engage with you in a more civilized fashion. Plus, I'll have a few cheeky videos from around the village and some behind-the-scenes stuff, and I'll let you know what I pick up as I lurk around the back office of World Skate and around the bars and hotels when the players are a little more lubricated and open about their thoughts and feelings of the game. And as much as I can, I'll share it with you as much as I dare. And of course, as everyone knows in the world of online streaming, clicks means prizes, and if we want to grow our game, we need as many eyes on the prize here as possible. So if you're watching this now live on World Skate TV, then thank you, and share widely, and spread the word, and get people up and at 'em. Building up all week, coming to you live with select matches. I'll post a schedule on my Twitter feed, and it'll all be posted on World Skate TV and the World Skate Twitter. Just check out the website and worldskate.rsports with a Z. There is a huge wealth of statistical information there, very, very professionally presented, that will keep you absolutely up to date by the minute. Scores, stats, schedules, everything that you could want. It's the total package. Just like this Team Canada side, who look like they've got strength and depth, and an absolute wealth of different options and opportunities for them to be able to score. And they're definitely, at this stage of the rounds, very, very, very early, dictating the way that they play and dictating the pace and the course of each of the matches. And maybe the Slovakians knowing full well that this is only their first match and there's plenty of other action for them to come. And if they want to finish as high as they can in these rounds, they're going to have to conserve and preserve some of their energy too. So maybe they'll watch. This classic combo, Hammond and Woodsy. Back to Foster. Baumgartner on the forecheck. Right after this match, well, speculative shot, but well gathered. Right after this match, you can join me again for the Czechs v Colombia. And following that, immediately, we're staying live, but I'm going to hand over to my Italian colleagues, for the Italians are at home in their home championships, and so I'm going to hand the mic over, and I'm very happy to do so, to my Italian colleagues. We'll be doing that in the home language for the Italian fans, who always turn up in great numbers on the live stream, so doing us a great favor there, and always fabulous hosts for every championship that we have here. Italy loves hosting hockey and loves hosting events, and they do it really brilliantly. So, bravo, forza Italia, forza Azzurri, grazie. And then the final match this evening that I will be bringing you. Let me just confirm on my list. That's Italy, France, by the way, that the Italians are bringing. And then my final match of the day, which should be quite interesting because another one of the top teams that we are watching very closely to see how well they'll do, almost certainly in the quarter-finals or semis, in the top four maybe. Slovakia take a good run at this, whizzing around. Spain versus Switzerland. I saw Switzerland warming up yesterday just before Team Canada, and they look pretty quick, pretty rapid. So that should be a really interesting match. That's at 8:45 p.m. local time. Adjust for wherever you are around the world, and welcome to you all wherever you are around the world. Canada playing it cool. With Slovakia, I've got plenty of answers. There's only one goal in it. Canada 4, Slovakia 3. And we're into the autumn of this opening round in this pool. First match. On both sides, playing reasonably conservative, just getting a feel for everything. Team Canada pressing forward there. My apologies, because there's been a team sheet change, so I don't have a name for number 77, but as soon as I do, I will correct this. 77 taking his position in a tricky little spot for that long shout. There it goes. Trying to catch the Slovaks a little bit on the hop while they change for fresh boots. Cheeky little one-timer from Woodsy there, but it doesn't come off. And it's gathered by the Slovakian defense. But look at Woodsy. He's all over him like a hornet. So buzzing. Patrick Szabo testing the Canadian defense there. Just seeing if there's any complacency left to exploit. Nunak content to go for a long walk around the park. Too much of an angle for that shot, and it spits out. Slovaks retain. Adam Hasic. Slovakians maybe under a little bit of a pressure here, can't quite clear. Not the most testing of shots from Baumgartner there. And Slovakia could have had the odd man rush there, but didn't follow it through. Rebound trickling by the post. And I think that with Simonic, a little bit more gas left in the tank, might have just picked that up and tested the Canadian keeper while the puck was just wandering its way back towards us, a little gap between his skate and the post. But maybe both sides keeping plenty in reserve. It's early days yet, early hours, early moments. And a little bit of peace descends here. in the tiny little village of Roccaraso, provincial ski resort. But the town is a hockey-loving place, that's for sure, in the opening ceremonies, with a fantastic procession of the players throughout the village. Saw the whole village of all ages turn up, and clap and cheer and celebrate the arrival of these players, the elite of inline hockey anywhere in the world. What a great outlet pass. Look at this, it's going to be fantastic. Oh! Almost beating Ponchak there. But he had it in his glove, didn't need to turn around. And Canadians just being able to strike like a snake. Matt Herder showing a turn of pace there himself, and only using up one of his boosts. 4 minutes left now only in the game, opening game for both. Still only a goal in it, and plenty of goals to keep us entertained, even if we're still just getting a feel for it. Maybe sensing that the clock is running out, there's an opportunity here to keep things even. Canada turn quickly. And the way that they turn the pace is really efficient, so it doesn't look like they're working that hard, but the pace is deceptive, and they roll forward very quickly. And a really nice partnership working together. Woodsy just waiting. And Baumgartner finishes the process, dragging his stick way behind him, loading the spring, and then uncoiling it precisely at the right time.
Goal at minute 4:14 of second period.
Certainly not a foregone conclusion yet. This might actually just start to raise the level a bit. The Slovaks are now going to have to really dig, push themselves a little bit. Or will they be content just to chalk this up to a learning experience and leave it at that? I doubt it very much. Slovak long player parking in front, and some shots coming in. Canada are equal to this. And look at them, turn on the gas, whoa! And the mystery man, number 77, almost on his own, catching everyone off guard. Coulson Stelly trying to pick up scraps behind the net and maybe mark his name on the score sheet as well. Slovakian captain is going to go for a 2-minute rest. Just barely enough time to stay back in the match. He's definitely not happy about the call. He was out of my eyesight as I was just watching the way the Canadians were putting together their things, but as the scrum in the back of the net sent the wiggly-wiggling Canadian players flying. The captain for Slovakia. Boris Ertel. Examining how the Canadians sit up here will tell us a little bit about their psychology. We want to absolutely seal the deal. Looks like it. You might want to share it around a little bit, or maybe just tire the Slovaks right out, make them dance. Or maybe the Canadians just want to go route one, bang one in. Definitely quite a tight configuration. Oh, that's dangerous. Herder right on the front doorstep of the Slovakian keeper, sitting on the porch with a cup of iced tea, smoking a pipe, waiting for the right puck.
Second period.
Oh, good hands. Oh, that's pure class. Absolute class. Great pass, had all the time in the world. So patient. Branding blubber. They had a lot of options there too. Canadians just seem to sort of arrive like on a Star Trek. Just three of them shoot from the transporter in front of net.
Goal at minute 147 of second period. Assisted by number 71,
well, there's our answer.
For Team Canada, player number
Group 1
15.
it is. Seal the deal. And Canada, out of nowhere, go from just a goal ahead to 3 goals ahead. Exploiting the power play. Hammond's now rolling patiently around the center circle, probably with his mind already on the next match. Just sending some body language signals to the rest of his players, orchestrating the play, conducting the orchestra from his position, and perhaps formulating his tactics for the next match tomorrow already. Check out the worldskate.rsports.com for the full schedule for tomorrow. On my first glance, I can confirm this a little bit later, but on my first glance, it looks like I'll be bringing almost all of the Canadian matches live. Most of the matches that are sort of towards the later part of the day, maybe pushing to just play for a little bit of honor, but the seconds run out.
Final result, Team Canada 6, Team Slovakia
And a
3.
comprehensive display from both teams. Slovakia probably anticipating that they had all the work to do, but actually starting the much brighter of the two sides. In fact, when push comes to shove, Canada have got plenty of spare space and plenty of spare talent. They come thick and fast, like a good quality Canadian maple syrup. And the scores are on the doors. The first match is complete. The dust is blown off. Canada take it and settle the score so that they can put themselves in precisely the position they expect to be in. Number 1 in this group. I'm going to go and see if I can take some interviews with a couple of the lads, which will be posted up on the World Skate TV site in post-production. So join me there and listen to what they've got to say. I think it'll be really interesting to listen to. And stay tuned if you're keen, because I've got Slovakia, I've got Czech v Colombia coming up any minute. See you then. Thanks very much, production team, and everyone who's been helping me today. A couple more matches yet to come. Great opening action here at the World Inline Hockey Championships. Canada 6, Slovakia 3. Stay tuned, I'll be back soon.